Hey, there's a part of the lake I've never explored before. Right over here. Huh. Dang. You gotta love those optical illusions, those lines of sight, when it comes to perspective. Those points of interest. Huh. I never even noticed that out here. Right over here in front of us. How it comes into the corner right here. I never even noticed this. I mean, from sitting way back, all these years. All you see is the horizon on the lake. You don't see how it just stretches out in certain locations, unless you get closer. Weird. Let's go ahead and cover this area right here. Who knows, we might notice something really cool. And once I do this right here, it's going to mean that I've actually covered the entire edge around the lake. Wonder what's going to happen after that, though. That's what worries me. You know how I feel about completion. Once something is complete, does that mean that that's the end of it? Take that back. I think I walked out here before when I was picking up garbage several years ago. I did shoot a video out here. I think I had like no battery life left. And the end of it was me just walking down the walkway towards the music maker out here. But check this thing out. I don't think I've ever noticed this before. The heck is that thing? Oh, it's wood. It's a spool. Good find for today. It's broken. There's one side, there's the other one. Look at that. Huh. History before the lake was backed up. Uh-oh. The upper lip is starting to burn. Like I have some severe razor burn. That's not good. Means I overdid it with the sun today. Once again. The tiny corner. Never been on this part before. The heck is going on up in here? Glad you're able to make it with me. To a part I've never explored on the kayak before. I know it's just like all the other areas like this around the lake. They're all the same, but they're all different. Oh, that's cool. There's like a little bridge right here. Look at that thing. That's a tiny bridge right there. That's a skip and a jump. Where's the ancient signal tree from 410 years ago? Oh, what's going on up there? Something's brewing on top of us. Oh, dang, look at this. Wow, so this is what it was like hundreds of years ago. Ancient cypress trees. Well, this wasn't a lake before, you know that. But these things are old school for real. What do you call these things? Cypress knees or something like that? Like your knee, right here. These are some old school cypress trees right here. What a great find. The only time I've come across something like this was around the lake around Piedmont Park. There's one single spot that has a few spots like this. I mean, it has the cypress trees around the lake. What a perfect find. Almost like it sets us back in time a few hundred years. Maybe a couple thousand. Great find for today. So glad I came up here to witness this. Dang, this whole entire bank right here is nothing but cypress trees. Who knows how old these are? Probably not older than 100 years though. I could be wrong though. I mean, cypress trees go way back. Check this out. This is exactly what I'm talking about when it comes to transferring yourself into a different part of an area. Like a location. Like I was just talking about. The only time I witnessed this kind of nature around a waterway like this was at Piedmont Park. Around the lake. And look what we have here. How fitting. A bench location. Around the lake with a bunch of cypress trees. Exactly like Piedmont Park, that one part of Piedmont Park. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You gotta find that one bench that's right next to the lake. And you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. It's almost like the same as that perspective. Weird. I told you about that before. I mean, if I got out of a kayak right now, you know, and hit the kayak, whatever, and sat in that one single bench right there with the sun out at a particular time, it would be almost as if I was at Piedmont Park and not Stone Mountain Lake. I mean, that's what nature does. You can be transplanted to another location at any time you choose by just finding those points of interest, those areas that match up with another area nearly flawlessly. A different kind of travel. Not time travel, but traveling to a different location. You can be in multiple locations at one single point in time. You just have to be in the perfect perspective to notice it and see it. Man, look at those angles. Look at that geometry right there. Dang, I can definitely get a lot of cool pictures from this place here. Look at that. That was a raindrop. Man, look at that. Let's hope that law enforcement guy doesn't come over here and tell me to leave. I'm looking at the artwork out here. I mean, look at that painting right there. He's probably gonna come out here and tell me not to get too close. I mean, I can take some fancy pictures and sell them high dollar and donate all the money to Stone Mountain Park. What you know about that? You just got to get the right angles, the right images, abstract or not. I mean, look at that. Zoom in, zoom out. Nature's trying to claim it back. It's beautiful though. I mean, look how they have the rooftop right here. It looks like a, what am I trying to say? It looks like a rooftop to like some gas station back in 1961, 1958. I mean, every part of this right here deserves some major pictures and documentation. Some major art out here. For real, look at that. Dang. All you gotta do is just give it time, and it will develop the way it's supposed to. Quite the party house for real. Da Vinci style boathouse. What is it about the gray though these days? I know it's like an in thing when it comes to design and architecture. The dark gray colors, the gray tones and stuff. I mean, why can't you liven it up for real though? Like these boats. I mean, look how bright and colorful they are. I mean, why don't you paint the columns and stuff? The outside details. Why don't you paint them like yellow? The supports. Could you imagine how vibrant that would be out here? Yellow, blue. They need to start thinking Da Vinci style. For real though. This place will be hopping off the chain. Party every day. Just don't leave the garbage. What the heck do we got going on here? Let's talk about this for a moment. I mean, why does everything have to be evil? You know? I mean, where has the human race gone to in their mind at all? I don't see any Templar symbols on this thing. But look at that. Drifting Misfits, Kayak Junkies of Central Florida. Why do you have the skull on that thing? I mean, what is it about death? Broken window therapy? Look at me advertising that here. Southern Stroke. Stoke? Huh. Thought they said stroke. Creep. Spunion. Hey, there's a bunny tiger, whatever. There's another one too. Gray Berets, OCR. Just Poke. Vile. Everything's about death and skulls and whatever. Whatever happened to the love and happiness and the life. Makes me worried about the future when it comes to the human race. Every time you do something like that, it tells me where your mind is. My sciatica is making me wish that this was the boat ramp. And not all the way down there, if you know what I mean. I mean, I'm going to have to listen to my body when I'm in my kayak, for real. Once I go past that certain limit when it comes to the time allowance out here. Hey, look, a deer. Cute. Chilling in heaven. Yeah, but this back of mine, it's making me wish that I was at the boat ramp already. I mean, why don't they make more than just one boat ramp? I mean, what kind of plans do they have with this? I know this used to be where the ducks came in. I mean, you know, the boat tour thing. Ride the ducks. Why don't they consider making multiple access points to make it easier so you can get out on the lake quicker, you know? You don't have to drive to one single location. I mean, it looks so desolate though. I mean, look at that. Everything deserves to be put to good use and not neglected. This is a major park. And you want to keep it major for real. Everything is art, no matter how you look at it. Even the chains hanging up right here. Rustic. Dilapidated. Dang, is that ever quite the doorway? the heck is going on here? Well, you can tell I'm not the only one that comes out here. There's proof right there. Bark has been peeled off from boats and other things. I'm looking. I mean, we have a bench table that's turned upside down right here. There go the seats right here. I know what happened though, it just floated over here. Over time. I wonder what else is in these waters. And what's up with these pipes? They seem to be only on this side of the lake. But they're all over the place. They're probably back before they dammed up the lake. They're just fencing posts for chain link fences, barbed wire fences and all. And they're just the remains of when this place was not underwater. The time when you can just walk out here. Definitely a place you would not be getting out in. I never knew that this existed. Another island around the mountain. A tiny one at that. You'll never believe what I just found. Besides this log that I ran into and I can't pass, I gotta go backwards. What a beautiful day. I know I should have gotten out of the lake a long time ago. But check this thing out right here. No, it's not an artifact. It's something I'm always noticing and looking for. Where's that thing at? Quite the perfect triangle. Probably been in there for, well, it's been in the land for at least a few thousand years. No matter where they're going to be or how long they've ever been out here, I'm always going to find them and spot them. You just can't take them. They belong to heaven. I learned that lesson the hard way. Man, I'm asking for a lot with this one. This is going to be a gamble when it comes to saving a life. But they're made of gold. Well, I was trying to get them closer to the bank. As you can see, they're no longer there in the front because they flew off like a champ. Ain't nothing like saving lives. For real though. I mean, I was just about to get closer to the trees so I can toss them up in the woods. You know, kindly that is, not violently. And next thing you know, I heard this little buzzing noise and they just took off like a helicopter or something like that. And they made it to safety. A new life. Well, a continuation of what they were already given. It was a beetle, like one of those cool iridescent ones. The way they were flapping in the water, it looked like a hornet. It looked like it was one of those giant yellow and black wasps. But it wasn't.